It's a bright day, and I am near some solar panels, which have absolutely nothing to do with this video. I'm just near the solar panels for some reason, which I thought would be a cool place to be because this is an interesting part. This connects to Brookhaven Electric, which is right over there, which was one of the craziest first beginnings of secrets that we started to find. When Brookhaven Electric got introduced, it really opened up a lot of agency secrets and a lot of connections, from getting the key card to finding the secret room and the police. Wow, those were crazy times, and now the secrets are getting more intense, the new updates are getting more intense, and it leads me to this today. Subscribe and we'll post notifications, ring the bell, make it a go ting. We're in the middle of nowhere in Brookhaven. Hopefully we can get a ride from someone. Maybe someone will come by and give us a ride. Probably not. I don't think there's going to be anybody out here at all for a long distance, okay? So we're just going to walk alongside the road to the abandoned shack that was once Mr. Brookhaven's home, while we talk about and dive into kitty cats. Cats, of course. Wonderful feline creatures that embrace and make our life so much more wonderful. And of course, you guys all know I absolutely love cats. From the merch to the shoulder pet, this is all based off my real cat named Rosie. You can see her over on Instagram, Twitter. She is the most wonderful, lovable, adorable cat that could possibly ever exist. She is the kindest creature I've ever had the privilege of being in the presence of, and that's why we love her so much. We have Rosie merch. We have so much. She's there right alongside me on this channel, and I hope for her always to be, right? So that gets me to the next question. With the topic that's always been into the air of cats, is cats going to ever be added into Brookhaven? Is this something we're ever going to see introduced to Brookhaven? And I thought, I need to talk about this because I've been getting in comments like, I want a pet cat. And I'm like, just go get the Rosie shoulder pet. Rosie can be on your shoulder throughout all of your ventures in Brookhaven. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, you can't get much better than that. It's the best UGC item on the market, guaranteed. So, yeah, you can get Rosie the cat as well, but, people want to be able to go adopt a cat in Brookhaven or other animals of sort, maybe a dog. So this has been something that's really been interested, or really everyone's been interested in the longest of time. Will we get an animal or animals or pets into Brookhaven? Because it's never been done before. We've never got anything like that. And that also ties into being an NPC almost, like a non-playable character in addition. Now, here's the interesting thing. Wolfpack has added pets in his previous games. So this is why I wanted to specifically talk about this a little bit, because I've talked about pets a little bit. Whoa, what the heck was that? I've talked about pets a little bit in Brookhaven's history, but I've never talked about Wolfpack's history in adding pets to games, because it definitely has happened before, and I need to be more direct with explaining this for you all. So, of course, we do know that we can go over here to our character customization, and we can get these few things like a dog here that will follow us right by our side, but that's kind of just like a UGC item, right? That's just kind of the same as Rosie being on my shoulder. I have this cute little dog down by my feet. That is not actually a functional like pet that you can adopt and have alongside you in Brookhaven, which would be really cool. Now, considering going throughout the future of Brookhaven, there could be a potential possibility, look at this little doggy here, there could be a potential possibility that we see pets down the line, or it could be something that's already in the plans of happening, that Wolfpack is working on, wanting to introduce at one point in time, or one day, which I think so many people would be so excited. And honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, I think a pet update would break Brookhaven. It would be one of the most popular updates to ever happen, because it's not just secrets. Okay, so let's take a step back and talk about the secret update. The secret updates are for people that really want to deep dive into the lore and find something secretive, right? Which is obviously us and many other players, but it doesn't reach out to the widest of audiences. Not everybody wants to have secrets in Brookhaven. Not everybody wants to find secrets. They just want to roleplay, have a good time with their friends, and have wonderful pets to take care of and continue their roleplay, right? And it doesn't make sense that pets wouldn't be something that could arrive, because we already have children. We can have children in our homes, you can go to the adoption center, you can adopt children in Brookhaven. So it really is weird that the one thing missing is the other greatest companion to a family, and that is, of course, a lovable animal that can be there unconditionally, right? So I think it's really odd that we actually haven't seen pets yet in Brookhaven, and I think the main reason for that is why we haven't seen cats or any other additional animal is because Wolfpack doesn't know how to correctly add it without it getting too weird. We've seen this with Adopt Me and other games in the past, like pets turned into this whole tradable thing, and you trade pets, you get new eggs, and you unlock stuff. Like Pet Simulator X is a prime example of a game like that. this is an RP game, and it would have to be very, very different than something like Pet Simulator X or Adopt Me. Like, the pets would have to be very different here, and it would have to be done in a way that doesn't create this crazy microtransaction, tradable, chaotic world that could totally ruin Brookhaven if not done correctly. And I think this is why Wolfpack is very cautious of adding pets and wanting to do it correctly that really fits the style for this game, you know, in its entirety, which he might be figuring out pretty soon, actually. And we could be seeing pets and a pet update very soon. Now, is it going to be the next update? I can't promise that. I cannot say that. But what I can say is pets are definitely written down in the idea folder of Wolfpack, and I know it's something that he's playing around with and that he has played around with because his old game Rocadia, which was the first RP game he ever worked on, actually did have pets and adoptable pets. A little bit over the top. You could adopt a dinosaur, I think. Like, it was a little bit extreme, but it still was a great experimental phase for him, and it gave him a direct idea on how he could implement a pet store and adopting pets in an RP game like Brookhaven now. So if you guys want to see what Wolfpack can do with pets, or the earliest days and beta alpha version of what pets would be like in Brookhaven, go check out the game Rocadia, and that's going to give you a full rundown on what pets might kind of be set up like in Brookhaven in an early alpha stage of it. So we kind of have an inside scoop on that, right? So that's pretty cool. And that's what I mainly wanted to address and talk about, that it's not impossible and it could be coming around the corner, which would be really, really cool, right? It would be cool if people could get an actual Rosie or something in Brookhaven. I don't know. Who knows, though? But either way, I think it's definitely something that's being played around with that could happen. It might be a while till it happens, but still, cats in Brookhaven could happen, and it would be amazing for all the cat lovers such as myself and many of you watching. So that was the main topic that I wanted to go over and just talk about a little bit. I get a lot of questions, right, about, is this getting added? Is this getting added? What do I think about this? And as you guys know, I can't currently live stream right now, so I can't just answer all these questions on a whim. So I'm kind of just like microing them down into videos and just directly answering questions that you guys have in videos and going over what I think about it, if it's going to happen or something of relating sort, because we love Brookhaven here, and this is what I'm really focused on right now. And I want to make sure I give you guys any bit of information that I do know that could help you know about the questions that you have. So leave your questions in the comment section below, and I might get around to answering one of yours in a future video. But in regards to the live stream, I know everybody's like, you haven't live streamed in forever. It's coming. It's coming soon. We're going to be getting that back and set up right. It's just traveling, moving is a difficult process sometimes, especially when I thought I planned correctly, but I didn't. So my laptop and everything right now is pretty bad, as you guys can probably tell, but it's okay. We'll get through it. So I'll see you all in the next one.